Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You are watching EXPOZ. Today, January 23, 2011, 1:32 a.m. and topic, martial law versus Oath Keepers. And as I finished up a moment ago, I was telling you we did have some hope in all this that's about to take place in the United States of America. Now keep in mind, this is not the only country, but it's the free countries that have the most to lose. It's the free countries that are going to be attacked the hardest, and it's the free countries that are fighting to prevent the United Nations from becoming a one world government. In my opinion, and I believe I am correct on this, there's one signature that is holdout on a new world government being formed, and that is the United States of America. So I was talking about when, and this simply doesn't mean if, it means when. When martial law goes into effect, it will be a group of people that are hand-picked civilians. Now keep in mind, I'm going to tell you something that I don't think anybody else has said, and I'm going to probably step on toes, and you know what? It's my opinion. I believe this is to be the truth, and I'm going to tell you the way I see it. Obama's hand-picked people, you see who he has surrounded himself with. You see that, right? You see that you have Van Jones. You see all these other guys. You see his radical, white-hating preacher, Jeremiah, whoever. You see these people that are extremists, they teach socialism to the core. They embed it into everyone that they can. In fact, they're teaching it in Duke. They're teaching it in a lot of these great universities that used to teach Christianity. But here's my point. Martial law is going to be called. Now, that can be delayed somewhat. Prayer will change things. Absolutely. It won't stop it. As Noah's prayer didn't stop the flood. It could have saved people, but it didn't, and it did not stop the flood. Lot's prayer didn't prevent Sodom and Gomorrah from being rained on with fire and brimstone. It could have saved everyone in each town, but no one followed him. So God gives certain people, like Mr. Joyner, a view, and he also gives Mr. Joyner a way out. And that way out is to tell all the people you can what they can do. And what he said, get someone to stand up, and don't worry about what the political correctness, the politically left, don't worry about what they think, worry about what God thinks. That's the way to get you safe. But let me tell you what else. We do have an ace up our sleeve. That is the best one. God, by all means, is the absolute best. But let me tell you what happens if we have martial law and you have Obama's hand-picked cronies. And he already said that they would be stronger than the military. They would be stronger than... Now, this is the Oath Keeper. The Christians. This is the Teapartiers. And these are the military vets that he said are the bad guys. So bring out the martial law, Obama. Bring them out. Because what I see the activation of the Oath Keepers, the militia, and 1,000 other groups that will come out of every corner, every crevice, every state. You think you have enough people? You're wrong. We will come out of the woodwork. When I say we, I'm talking about we as I'm on their side. I'm on the side of the Teapartiers. I'm a Christian. That is the side I'm on. I'm choosing today, and today that's it. I am a Christian, and I'll remain a Christian. And I'll die for my beliefs. But when you come up with martial law, and we saw just a hint of it in New Orleans, then here come the Oath Keepers and the militia and the thousands of other groups. I don't mean 1,000 people, thousands of groups with thousands of people. And they will be at that time our saviors. And as far as I know, they may be part of God's plan. So I wanted to bring that up to you guys to give everyone a little bit of hope that all is not lost, all is not as bad as it seems. It could be if we just didn't do anything. But keep in mind what a guerrilla is, okay? When you hear guerrillas fighting in Guatemala, they are freedom fighters. They are people that go in. Let me pick a better situation. Just say this was Chavez or this was Castro. They have freedom fighters. They're called the guerrillas. The freedom fighters are fighting the government that took over their country by hostile means. Castro took over his country by hostile means, but Castro also killed everyone that wore that brown uniform. So did Chavez. So did Hitler. But we are lucky enough that there's too many of us. Way too many of us. But people, in other words, while the line's being held for you, you make your stand. You get your heart and your soul right with our Maker, our Creator. And when you do that, as soon as that last person has come to the Lord and says, Lord, I sinned. I'm wrong, and I want you to please forgive me. When that last person makes that commitment, then the veil's going to be lifted. The Antichrist will come to power. America will be taken over instantly. And all those, all the abominations, all the abominations, all the people that hid under the mountains with our money, they'll be left here to deal with the Antichrist. And you know what? In all honesty, it's going to blow their mind because they still don't expect that that'll happen. But it is. You get yourself right. In the meantime, let the Oath Keepers and all the militias out there hold them back while you get your house in order. Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.